Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Sandhis Physics. Time is a precious thing for us. We should satisfy. We should utilize it properly. As we know, the world in this pandemic situation, we are staying in home. In home, we need to convert our time in opportunity to gain some knowledge. So today I starts my topic with classification of physical quantities and homogeneity principle of homogeneity, and also the uses of dimensional analysis. Now I shall teach about classification of physical quantity on the basis of the dimension and dimensional formula. The physical quantity have been classified into following four categories. These are dimensional variable, non-dimensional variable, dimensional constant, non-dimensional constant. What do you mean by dimensional variable? Those are the physical quantity. What do you mean by dimensional variable? Those are the physical quantity which are variable or present in nature and having dimension formula, or do have possesses dimension formula. For example, speed, velocity, acceleration, etc. These are the physical quantity which are variable or present in nature and having dimension formula are called dimensional variable. And also one is non-dimensional variable. Those are the physical quantity which are variable or present in nature but having no dimension formula, or those do not have possesses dimensional formula. For example, angle, specific gravity, strain. These are the physical quantity which are variable or present in nature but they do not possesses any dimensional formula. So these are called non-dimensional variable. Third one is dimensional constant. These are the constant which are present in nature or variable in nature, also are present in nature and having dimension formula. For example, Planck's constant, Boltzmann constant, gas constant, gravitational constant. These are the physical quantity which are constant in nature and also having dimension formula. Then fourth one is non-dimensional constant. Also these are the physical quantity which are present in constant, which are present in nature in constant form and having no dimension formula. For example, natural number, e exponential form, log, pi. These are the constant in nature and having no dimension formula. Now I discuss about the uses of dimensional analysis. The dimensional equations have got the following three uses. First one is to check the correctness of the given physical equation. Second one is to convert one unit system to another unit system. Third one is to derive a physical relation from the given physical quantity. Now, example for the to check the correctness of the given physical equation. I have to solve this example. Please follow me, my students. I write a kinematic equation, that is V equal to U plus AT. This is the example for to check the correctness of the given physical equation. According to homogeneity principle, we know LHS equal to RHS. Each and every term of the dimension formula of the given physical relation must be same. Then we said which is dimensionally correct. So we check the given physical equation. Now we write for the LHS of the equation, that is V, that is the final velocity for the dimension formula is equal to m1 L, sorry, m0 L1 t minus 1, and for the RHS value of this equation, dimension formula for initial velocity u, that is m0 L1 t minus 1, and also dimension formula for acceleration and time, that is e by t into t, which is also the dimension formula for velocity m0 L1 t minus 1. So we have studied about this equation. The dimension formula of each and every term of the given physical equation must be same, that is equal to LHS equal to RHS. So this equation will satisfy to check the correctness of the given physical quantities, which is dimensionally which is dimensionally correct. Now I study about to convert the one end system to another end system. This is the second use of the dimensional analysis. For example, we have to find the one end system to another end system. For example, 1 Newton equal to how many dyne? We know Newton is the dimension formula, or sorry, you know Newton is the unit for the force. Then we have to convert the one system to another system. First of all, we have to write first system, then another system is second system. We know first system is SI unit system. We have to convert the second system, one is CGS system. Then we have to write the first system M1 L1 T1 in the M case or SI unit 1 kg 1 meter 1 second, and also I have given to 1 Newton, then the value of N1 is equal to 1. In second system, we have write the CGS, that is the dyne is the unit of the force in CGS unit, that is M2 L2 T2, that is 1 gram 1 centimeter 1 second, and N2 we have to find the value of M2 according to this use. Now we have to write according to homogeneity principle N1 U1 N1 equal to N2 U2. We know each and every term of the dimension formula for the given physical relation must be same. So we have to write U1, that is the M1 L1 T1 for the first system, and U2 is the M2 L2 T2 for the second system. Then according to dimension formula, N2 equal to divided M1 L1 T1 divided by M2 L2 T2 multiplied by N1. Then we write M1 by M2 L1 by L2 T1 by T2 having power of its A, B, C. Then we have to write the values of M1 L1 T1 in the given form. Then we have to consider these value, and first of all we have to turn the first term or upper side of the given values into CGS system. 1 kg is equal to 100,000 gram, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1 second equal to second. Then we have to solve this in the dimensional uses, and we have to get N2 is equal to 10 to the 5, and we have to learn one unit system to another system, that is 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the 5 dyne. Now I discuss about the third use of the dimensional analysis. This one is to derive a relation from the given physical quantity. Derive a relation from the given physical quantities. For example, velocity of sound, that is depends upon the coefficient of elasticity and density rho of the medium. And we have to write, we know velocity is directly proportional to the coefficient of elasticity, that is power by A, and velocity of sound, that is directly proportional to the density rho of the medium. And comparing these two equations, we have to get equation 1, and this one is equation 2. V equal to k, that is the proportionality constant, e to the power a root to the power b, and I will have to write the dimension formula of the velocity, coefficient of elasticity, proportionality constant, and density of the material of the medium, both the sides, according to homogeneity principle. Then I write the velocity, the dimension formula for the velocity of m0 L1 t minus 1, and the constant, which is the dimensionless constant, m0 L0 t0, and coefficient of elasticity, that is m1 L minus 1 t minus 2. Coefficient of elasticity is the relation between stress per strain and power by m, and rho is the density of the material, that is the dimension formula m1 L minus 3 to the power b. Now we have to derive three equations. So three equations in terms of m, L and t. In terms of m and t, a multiplied by 1, b multiplied by m 1, that is a plus b is equal to 0. Similarly for L, length, a multiplied by minus 1, that is minus a, L multiplied by minus 3, that is minus b, and is equal to L equal to 1. Then third one is for time, t, a multiplied by minus 2, that is minus 2. There is no component for time period, so t is equal to minus 1. Then we have, from these two equation we get the value of a equal to 1 by 2, and the value of a, that is putting in equation 1, we have to get a equal to minus 1 by 2, and we have to get two values a and b, and these values we have to put in this equation, that is v equal to k e to the power a root to the power b. Then we write v equal to k e to the power 1 by 2 root to the power minus 1 by 2, then v equal to k e to the power 1 by 2 divided by root to the power 1 by 2, v equal to k e to the power e to the by root to the power whole root over, v equal to k e by rho to the whole root over, that is the relation for the velocity of sound from the given physical quantities. This one is the example for the derived relation from the given physical quantity, that is the third use of the dimensional analysis. Thank you, my dear students. Hope we will enjoy this class. Thank you.